Then I have sex drive. Where there this time when you just need it. I'm not even ashamed. Hi guys. So welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. Thank you so much for viewing this video. Subscribe, turn on your notification button so that you can be notified on any new video that I'm gonna post. And it's the consistency for me and for you guys. So my returning subscribers, thank you so much for sharing this video for sharing my previous video to other people. Thank you so much for posting my link on your statuses for other people to watch my videos, to watch on my YouTube channel. My name is Dorcas Dixon and I post everything from lifestyle to everything, but mostly lifestyle. I give you tips about different things which are confusing or which have been confusing since a really long time. So today we are going to talk about a very interesting and juicy topic for the ladies. Specifically for the ladies. Guys, you are not really exempted, because I know you have boyfriends, you have sisters, you have mothers, you'll have daughters, or if you're already fathers or you already have daughters. This is for everyone. So hey guys, has any of you, or is it just me, have you ever been so confused about your periods, like very confused in such a way that you don't know, you can't even explain it to someone else, you cannot explain, you don't love it completely, you really hate that phase, you really hate the period part of your life because it's a cycle. Like every month it's a cycle, which even if you don't see anything on the outside, it's happening, it's still happening on the inside. So today I'm going to talk about period, menstrual cycle. I'm not going to talk about science, I don't know, the phases. Actually, I'm a clinical medicine, I am a clinical officer. I'm a clinical officer, tabibu/tabibu in Kiswahili, and I have not learned about it in school or anything. Okay, they're teaching us, but it didn't help me in school. Much of it I've learned it through research, because I really hated my cycle. But I'm gonna give you tips on how to love your cycle. What time are you most productive? What time are you supposed to distribute your tasks, like your tasks according to your cycle, something like that. And you're gonna love this video. So I have my notebook right over here, kama kawaida, and we're gonna get right to it. I don't want to waste any of y'all females' time. I know some of you are watching this on your period, some of you are watching this when you're really bored, and I'm gonna get straight to it. How to have a fun cycle. Like if you want to have a fun cycle or a fun period, make sure you really know, even if you don't know the actual dates, make sure you know, like 2 weeks ago I was on my period, like next week I'm going to maybe ovulate, or I'm ovulating anytime from now. You should know, at least you should, if you cannot actually give it dates, give it weeks. It's easier that way. At least for me, it's easier that way. Like I know maybe 2 weeks ago I was on my period, so right now I'm ovulating, and that's why I'm behaving like this, or stuff like that. So I have a few things I'm gonna talk about, like the dates. I've already talked about that. Like you should not mark your period by dates. It's more boring, it's more tiring, it's really inaccurate sometimes, because sometimes your period may be late or early for 5 days, 2 days, 3 days. Even if that's the consistency. 2 days, 3 days, 5 days is not so much bad. So I think you should label it by weeks. Maybe in 2 weeks from now I'm going to be in my period. So in 2 weeks from now, it doesn't matter on what date you're gonna be on your period. Or in 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna ovulate. So discharge Oh my God. Throughout the whole cycle, we have variety of discharges. Like, ooh, it can be overwhelming. Sometimes it can be gross. It can be very annoying. And you're not sick. You're not always, it's not always a disease. You see, it's not always like just because of the discharge or maybe the color or the amount of discharge, the increasing amount of discharge, that doesn't really mean you're sick or anything like that. So girls, let nobody fool you. Let no this feminine, I don't know, pills and everything fool you. No, you as a woman, that's the way you're created. That's your biology. That's your anatomy. You have to have this. You have to discharge. You have to discharge. So there are different types of discharges, from like when you're about to see your periods, when you're ovulating. I know most of you have read this, most of you have known this. I just want to emphasize on, for the benefit of those people who have not even heard of them. You're not sick. Stop trying to become dry. You stop trying to eradicate the discharges. In fact, that means you're healthy. Yeah, it all means that you are healthy. It all means that, yeah, you don't have to discharge it or anything. So for me, I know my discharges when they're like from sticky to egg white. Sometimes they're a little bit yellow. All discharges mean different things to me, and the amount of time I have taken to learn my discharges is long. I really hated it, and I also used a lot of time. I used antifungal in there just because I really hate it. I thought I had fungus. No, it's not fungus, it's just the discharges. So there are different discharges. I'm going to give you just an important one. When you're ovulating, the exact day of your ovulation, it's going to be really sticky. Kama yai, ile ukishatoa ile ya njano, ile inayobaki ile nyeupe hivyo. The exact way, that's the way your discharge is when you're ovulating. Then your discharge changes becomes lighter. Then as you're approaching your period, tend to change. I think all of you know, you just don't know what it means. It changes your body, your hormones, your everything. This video is gonna be long and I don't want it. Kwa discharge inabadilika. I just want to show you that it's not bad. Ni kawaida. Kwa hiyo when you see that, don't have sex, please. When you see your discharge imeanza kwa kama ya egg white, don't have sex. Just don't. Then skin changes. Guys, look at my skin right now. Just take a moment. I'm filming from my phone, and I usually don't have any troubles or any problems with my skin, so I thank God for that. But I'm approaching my periods, and look at the way my skin is glowing. This is the best time to plan dates, to go for if you are a beauty pageant, or you're a beauty person or anything, it's time to advertise your products because your skin is at its best. Like you don't have anything. Sometimes you can have breakouts, but when you're totally near, like 1 day or 2 days before your period. But for me, this is big. Like I know it's almost my period because my skin is always so smooth, so soft, very soft. And yeah, and when you are ovulating, or just after ovulation, or just before ovulation, your skin is the worst. Okay, it might be different for some people. Some people, their skin is the best at ovulation. Some people, it's the best at periods. It's all different for some people. But you have to know this. Your skin is not always at its best throughout the cycle, and it's not always at its worst throughout the cycle. But just this time, due to hormonal fluctuations, it becomes perfect or worse. Yeah, even hair growth, even hair texture, sometimes it changes depending on the time of your cycle. Then moods, guys, moods. These times you have the worst moods. You just answer everything. You're trying to be as modest as you can, but you can't because your hormones are failing you. Cycle. When you learn that, this is the time of the cycle, when my moods are fluctuating. You're going to have better control over your moods than when you don't know anything about your cycle. So that's even why I'm telling you. So you have to know that not all the times, you don't always have to be apologetic. Yeah, sometimes it's just your moods, your body, and all that. So yeah, then I have sex drive. Where there this time when you just need it. I'm not even ashamed. Where okay, sex drive. There's this time of your cycle, and it's very normal. It's absolutely normal. My Christian friends, my believers, people who are practicing celibacy, it's absolutely normal to have the highest sex drive during ovulation. It's simple. Your body needs a male seed to fertilize the egg that has just been released. So it's just natural. Your body naturally needs you. So you're very horny, you're very sexy, and you're very wet down there, like ready to receive it, ready to, you're very viable. That's the terminology I'm gonna use. So that's gonna drive you crazy. Some of the people are not even affected by it, but it is there, trust me. Those people say, no, it's there. Then family planning, like people who are using, those of us who are using our menstrual cycle as the family planning method, and it has never failed you in any way. Say hi in the comments. Say hi in the comment section. So family planning method, the best time to have sex is, I would really recommend, it's immediately after ovulation. No, I'm joking. It's after your period. A few days to your period, like 3 days to your period, or immediately after your period. That is of you who have a cycle of 28 to 30 days. Please, disclaimer, don't go and get pregnant and come down here and start abusing me. So 3 days to your period, and other 3 days, you have it's a long time. Like you can have more than that, but yes, for the safe reasons, for safety purposes, 3 days to your periods, when you start seeing you're starting to get a little bit dry, or you have some sort of secretions, and when the secretions are over, like after your period, you can have sex. You won't get pregnant because there's no egg. Okay? So those of you who want me, like if you want me to give you a broader lesson with science terminologies and dates and maps and everything about family planning, or about menstruation, about your cycle as a method of family planning, you can comment down below. I'm going to teach you in details. I'm just giving you a cycle overview. Yeah, then period tracker apps. These apps, there are so many, but my favorite one, and I'm not even joking, is Flow app tracker. Like, I love Flow. It has a lot of tips, it has a lot of messages. Flow is the best. It tells you everything, if your cycle is regular or irregular, safety purposes, everything about you need to know. And those of you who want me to teach you how to use Flow app, I'm gonna teach you again in the same video about family planning. Yeah, so pads and cramps. Excuse me. I really hate my period because I get the worst cramps. Yani cramps zinazonifanya nilale chini ya meza, chini ya kitanda. I don't know, for some reason I get relief when I'm down there. I have the worst cramps, and I've tried everything. The only solution that has remained for me is to become a mother, to have a baby. So cramps, the best way to handle cramps is having your medicine or your pills for cramps 1 day before your period, and make sure you have it as regular as possible, so that when they come, they'll find it already in your system. You see, for me, I have my Brufen. I take Brufen, like just Brufen. I don't take any other. I tried hyoscine. I tried a variety of analgesics, anti-pain, and most of them failed. I either vomit or just my body won't even sense it. But for Brufen, it really works. But I take it one day before my period and during my period, like 2 days, for me not to feel any disturbance. I use free soft care pads. Yeah, I love how it feels soft, but nowadays they are so scented, like they have a very knotted scent. But I still love them because of its soft. They're really soft. Yeah, and oh my goodness, this video is so long. Yeah, so guys, I think this is the end of this video. I know I have not been like precise about most of the things because I don't want to put a lot of science, a lot of medicine, a lot of medical issues into it, but I want all of us to embrace and to love our periods. Ladies, that's the only thing that makes you like different from the guys, I think, because the guys, it's a straight line from day 1 to day 30 the month. They don't even have a cycle. But for us, it's a unique thing. I think it's unique. Just look at it from a positive point of view. Like, this is the time my body wants me to do this. And the time when you're most productive during your cycle is immediately after your period. When you're done with your period, I know you all feel, oh wow, oh my God, you can do a lot of things. You can do a lot of, yeah. And you are very comfortable, you're very free. That's the time you're most productive. So those tasks ambazo huzipendi, zile kazi ambazo huzipendi, like upendi kuzifanya after your period, you can't choose. Guys, I'm sorry this video is longer than I really expected, but it's worth it. I hope you suggest this video to a friend. You should love your cycle. And if you want me to talk more about period, like the day of the period or family planning or anything, please comment down below. I'm just a starting YouTuber. I don't know what I should be talking about. I'm just trying out. So comment down below, suggest this video to a friend, and please, if you have subscribed already, hit the notification bell so that you can be notified anytime I upload a new video. Thank you. Sorry for the noise. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much. It's time to love you and leave you. Bye.